Hugh, that is not my Lee. That is not your Beth, and I am not your Mike. You aren't mad at me.
A dinner party. 8 friends, 1 comet passing overhead. Nothing supernatural, no monsters, no special effects. Just reality, slowly falling apart.
I was on a show called Roswell, and we tackled these issues every week.
We have an expert.
Oh, shit.
Coherence, a 2013 film, is a mind-bending psychological thriller that starts with wine and small talk.
I got 0.
It's weird. Maybe the tower's down.
I'm sure I have none.
The tower's down?
And ends with 8 versions of the same people fighting to survive inside a fractured universe. Let's unravel the night when everything split and nothing stayed real. It starts with Emily. She's driving to a dinner party with her boyfriend, Kevin. Her phone screen flickers. A message won't send. The screen cracks for no reason. She stares at it, uneasy. Tonight's event is simple. A small reunion with old friends at Mike and Lee's house. But above them, a comet named Miller's Comet is passing dangerously close to Earth. Emily remembers something she read online. During a similar comet's passage in 1923, people reported strange events, memory loss, hallucinations, even multiple versions of themselves appearing. She laughs it off. But deep down, something feels off. Inside, everyone's already there. Mike, a failed actor, Lee, his calm wife, Amir, Laurie, Beth, and Hugh. Old friends catching up, laughs, drinks, subtle jealousies. The usual energy of people pretending everything's fine. But it's not fine. Beneath the smiles, there's tension. Kevin still isn't over Laurie, his ex. Mike drinks too much and hides his insecurities with jokes. Emily feels distant, disconnected, as if she's watching herself from outside the room. They talk about the comet, laugh about cosmic radiation, and dismiss Emily's anxiety. Then, without warning, the lights go out. The house falls into darkness. Outside, only one house across the street still has power. Its lights burn bright in the night, like a beacon. Mike suggests they go over and borrow a phone or a flashlight. And that's when reality begins to fracture. Mike and Hugh grab glow sticks and walk to the other house, blue glow sticks, to make sure they can recognize themselves on the way back. They disappear into the dark, flashlights flickering. The rest wait nervously. Minutes pass. When the 2 men return, something's wrong. They're panicked, confused. Hugh is holding a box he found outside the other house, a small metal box filled with photos. Each photo shows one of the dinner guests, with a number written on the back. Their own faces, taken tonight. No one understands how that's possible. They realize the other house isn't just similar. It's identical. It's their house. Another version of them is sitting at another dinner table, right now having the same conversation. Panic spreads. The group begins to argue. Half of them want to stay inside, the others want to confront their doubles. Emily watches from the window as blue glow sticks move across the yard. And then she sees something impossible. Another set of glow sticks, red this time. Another group walking toward them, identical in every way. Her hands shake. "How can there be 2 of us?" she whispers. No one answers. Hugh tries to mark their reality by writing numbers on the back of photos. Mike, increasingly paranoid, starts to suspect that one of them might already be an imposter, someone from the other version of the house. The lights flicker again. The tension builds. They start hearing noises outside, footsteps, voices, echoes that sound like themselves. When they open the door, there's nothing there, just darkness. And yet something feels present, watching. The group begins to experiment. They leave notes on the door, change glow stick colors, try to make sense of the chaos, but with each trip outside, things become more tangled. When Emily and Kevin return from one walk, the table settings are slightly different. The photographs have new numbers. Lee is suddenly wearing a scarf she didn't have before. Amir's shirt is a different color. Little changes, details that don't make sense, start piling up. The realization hits. Every time someone leaves the house, they might not be coming back to the same version. Reality isn't splitting once. It's constantly shifting, like a deck of cards being reshuffled every few minutes. They're drifting between infinite versions of themselves. Emily tries to stay calm, but her mind is racing. If there are infinite versions, she says, then how do we know we're the original? No one answers. Paranoia consumes the group. Mike, drunk and terrified, accuses Laurie of being the wrong one. Hugh locks himself in a room, scribbling numbers on a notepad, trying to track the timelines. Emily begins to lose touch with what's real. People's faces seem to flicker. Voices sound slightly distorted. She catches her reflection in the window, and for a moment, it's out of sync. A half-second delay between her and the mirror. That's when she realizes the fracture isn't just around them, it's inside them. The comet has turned reality into a kaleidoscope, and their consciousness is slipping through the cracks. As tensions rise, Emily sneaks outside. She walks along the row of houses, each one a mirror of the next. Through each window, she sees copies of her friends, arguing, crying, laughing, or already dead. Dozens of versions of the same night, playing out simultaneously. She watches one version of herself, calm, smiling, happy, sitting beside Kevin, their relationship intact. That version of her looks at peace. Emily can't take it anymore. She decides that if she can find a better version of her life, she'll take it. She chooses a house where things seem perfect, where she and Kevin haven't drifted apart, where no one's afraid, where the dinner hasn't collapsed into madness. She breaks inside quietly. Her double, the other Emily, is upstairs sleeping. For a moment, Emily hesitates. She looks at her own face. The same hair, same clothes, same exhaustion. She whispers, "I just want this to stop." Then she attacks. The struggle is brief. One Emily survives, the other doesn't. The surviving Emily hides the body and takes her place at the table. When Kevin smiles at her, she smiles back. For the first time all night, she feels safe. The comet passes. The sky turns pale. Morning comes, and with it, a fragile peace. She believes she's escaped the nightmare. The next morning is quiet. Birds chirp. The air feels new. Emily wakes beside Kevin. Sunlight streams through the windows. Everything seems normal again. No duplicates, no comet, no fear. She smiles, and maybe she's finally in the right reality. But then Kevin's phone rings. He answers casually, then freezes. The color drains from his face. He looks at Emily, confused, terrified. "It's you," he whispers, on the phone. The real Emily's voice. The one she replaced. The one who didn't die after all. Emily's smile fades. The air thickens. Outside, the faint red tail of the comet glows once more. The screen cuts to black. Reality once again begins to fracture. Coherence isn't just a science fiction movie. It's a psychological mirror. It uses quantum theory to explore identity, guilt, and the choices we regret. The comet is just a catalyst. The real chaos comes from within. Each house represents a possible version of the same people. Every argument, every betrayal, every fear reflected infinitely. Emily is the emotional core. She's not a villain. She's just desperate to find a version of her life that doesn't hurt. Her decision to kill her double isn't about survival. It's about control. The human instinct to rewrite reality instead of facing the pain we've created. The film's low-budget style, handheld cameras, dim lighting, natural dialogue, all serve to make the surreal feel real. The result is a story that feels improvised but mathematically precise, just like life. Coherence never shows the moment the world breaks, because it already was. The comet simply exposed it. In the end, Emily isn't lost in space or time. She's trapped in herself. The multiple realities are a metaphor for every choice we make, every path not taken, every version of who we could have been. And in that final phone call, she realizes there's no perfect version. There's only the one you have to live with. Coherence reminds us that reality doesn't collapse with a bang. It dissolves slowly, like trust, like friendship, like memory. It's a story about parallel universes, and the one inside your head. Thanks for watching The Pulse Movie. Subscribe for more psychological and sci-fi thrillers, explained one heartbeat at a time.